Alright, so I Martinez, my name is Itzel. It's the second attempt because I got a call and then it ended my life. And this has happened to me before. And I think I've gotten calls before and it's never been affected, but I put on Do Not Disturb. I have an iPhone. Um, I didn't know what else to do. And after like all the updates, now it's wonky. Now I get a call and it goes black and it just ends my life. And remember, I go live through StreamYard. I don't go live through YouTube. So if I did, maybe I wouldn't have this issue. I don't know. So there is that. But let me find the live and share it. So, yeah. Let's go here. Sure. Sorry, I'm sharing the chat. So, alright. So, just give me 1 second. Okay, now it's like not wanting to do it. Might have to go out of YouTube, just making sure I can hear it. I've been getting sucked into these mystery book boxes like on TikTok, and I'm like, I want one for Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is like around the corner, so it's probably not gonna happen, but yeah. Alright, I can hear myself, so that's good. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for joining me again, and hopefully it all works out. I'll go in later and change this thumbnail to the one I had for my live and delete the other live. Yay, you can hear me. So, for those that missed the short live, I got my nose pierced, and you're gonna see videos like my favorites Fridays are all done for my Disney series. I already pre-recorded them, so that will not have my piercing. But after next week, you'll see it see my piercing for Mass Mondays and for Get Ready with Me's. So until like I'm all good, I'm gonna just do like eyes and lips and maybe like under bags and blemishes. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. And I know I'm breaking out, and I already said, I'm doing like body scrubs because my body's been breaking out a lot. Like, I'm working out more, and it's getting hotter, so a lot of sweating. So I'm assuming, that's why. But I was just hoping like it will help get that out of my system. So we'll see. I'm just using one I found at Walmart from like Tree Hut. I just like saw the name. I'm like, oh, I like these kind of flowers. Like I like hibiscus. So that's what I got. It's like pink hibiscus, and it smells really good to me. So we're trying it out and seeing how that goes. Right, the chin breakouts. Like I hate them. So yeah. It's not fun, but I'm hoping like the exfoliating will help get it out of my system. Like I've never been a fan of doing it, but I know it's good for your body. So there's that. Do what you gotta do, right? Suck it up. I do have Reddit stories for you guys if you want to hear them. I found some, and hopefully I don't get any calls because it's like really irking me. Like after all the updates and everything. Oh, before I forget, my next Favorites Friday series, because I went through everything that I've done to make sure I haven't done it before, and I haven't. Well, kind of, but not exactly. So I snuck in some of my favorite anime into the favorite shows like category. but I didn't do one specifically for anime. I probably did in the beginning, but yeah, so I want to do that for my next one. I think I got up to 30, and this is just anime that is either comfort or it's something that I can rewatch like a lot. So it's all my favorite anime, some movies, mostly shows. Studio Ghibli, obviously, and other stuff. A lot of mainstream, some obscure, but really good. Um, so have to look at my list. I may add to it, I may not. So what I want from you guys is like, what questions do you want? Because I can't remember what questions I had for my favorite shows. But what questions do you want? Like, let me know. Like, drop your questions either during the live chat or come back later and comment. So that way, like, I have ideas of like fresh questions to like ask during like the videos like I've been doing for like my Disney series. So, and Melissa helped with those questions. So, thank you so much. Check out Sweet Melissa. She's an amazing channel. So, yeah. I always am good at describing, like, the show or the movie. So, that won't be a problem. Like, I can give you, like, a rundown of what it's basically about. So there's that. But it's just like if you want to know like other things, then yeah, like maybe why is it a comfort thing? Why can I watch it all the time? Like, something like that. Um, but yeah. Some of them is kind of self explanatory, like I like magic and fantasy and like love stories and things like that. So I have to really think about like the anime that I've seen and see if there's anything that I left out that I want to add. And I may add in. I got a little bit of time because I think my videos end like in the beginning of June. So my Disney series. So there's that. I got time. Let me catch up on the comments because it's like not letting me see all of them like it normally does. It wants me to share for a link, and that's like taking up all the space. Oh yeah, that you asked those questions before, Melissa. Favorite line and favorite non-main character. I mean, I can do that again. Um, sorry, I have a nose itch. Um, oh, that's good, Melissa. Like saying like what genre it is, like, and saying like if you like this kind of genre, this is a good recommendation for you. That's good. Okay, like kind of like list things like, oh, and this is like what you may not like if it's like whatever it's about. Okay, yeah, I can do that because I don't think there's any on my list. Well, there's some that have like the main character as children. Some people don't like that. Some people like when the main character is teen, young adult, which can be teen, early 20s, whatever, or like an actual like adult, middle age, whatever. No, anime doesn't have a whole lot of that, to be honest. It can, but a lot of it is like teens, like maybe high school. It can be middle school, but a lot of times at least high school. Sometimes college, but not always. Yeah. Genres, that's good. Breaking it up into certain genres. Now that would definitely increase my list. Because you really have to think about it. I don't think I have any of the racy um anime on my list. Not saying I don't like it, it's just not there. But there's still like fan service sometimes, and it's like it's not so bad, but Yeah. Oh, that's good for kids and adults, because fairy tale for the most part was good for kids that has some fan service and some inappropriateness, so it's just like you might not want it for like little kids. But I can't remember what season the um like the end credits, they would zoom in to like girl like sexy poses, like girls on motorcycles, girls in bikinis, like they're all characters in the show, but yeah, not everyone would find that appropriate for your kids. Oh, okay. That would be a good one. Like, what age were you when you watched this, like, for the first time? Um, yeah. Honestly, for a lot of them, I probably was already an adult, but yeah, I do have some where I wasn't. Thank you for all the questions, Alyssa. Let me screenshot some of these so I don't remember. So I don't remember. So I don't forget. As you can tell, I'm already tired. Like, I've been like doing this new workout routine, and I've gone like the full week. I'm working on my second week, and it's like pretty intense. It's like full 30 minutes, and I like am just beat, but it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, and it's just like it's just a lot, and just like I don't know how to just chill, so I'm walking on top of that. So yeah, and it's not just like walking a little bit. Like, no, I walked to my kid's school for a meeting about a mile away. I walked like to the Walmart, like from my house. It's about a mile away. So from the school, like you see how it's like 1 mile, then like 2 miles, and then back like 4 miles, maybe about 4 miles. Um, yeah, like the other day. No, not the other day, just yesterday. Like, yeah, I don't know how to chill. Thank you, Melissa. You're so sweet. And don't forget to check out Melissa, sweet Melissa. Um, yeah. Let me know, Melissa, are you ready for some Reddit stories? I got like four. So, anybody else comment what you think about the Reddit stories and all of that? I think the first one is the longest one, and then the other ones are not as long. Like, I typically like to shy away from like the long stories because then I get my tongue twisted, and it's just like all that. And I didn't read these, like I was procrastinating, so I didn't read these all the way through, just kind of skimmed. So if there's like grammatical errors and stuff, like I don't know, and those kind of get me sometimes, and I'm just like, oops. Let me go and see the comments. Oh, you're welcome, Melissa. Let's get to the stories. All right, here we are. So, first story. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister that at least my kids talk to me? Oh boy, that sounds like you're trying to fight with your sister. My 39F stepsister Zoe turned 18 last Friday. It's been a tradition in my family to gift the oldest daughters on their 18th birthday a necklace that my great great grandma had. Since I consider Zoe my daughter and she's my oldest, I thought I would continue the tradition with her. This meant a lot to Zoe, and we shared a really deep and meaningful hug where she told me how grateful she was to have me as a mom. Hearing this made me so happy. During her birthday dinner, my sister Grace, 34, came over. She sat down with us out back and asked what we got Zoe for her birthday. I told her about gifting Zoe the necklace and she made a face. She said that I would have gifted the necklace to Nina 5 when she turns 18. I asked her why she that that, and Grace told me point blank that Zoe wasn't biologically my daughter, so I shouldn't give her the necklace. I have to be honest, this pissed me off, and I wanted nothing than to yell and scream at her in this moment, but I stayed calm. I told her that I considered Zoe my daughter, and since she was my oldest child, the necklace was rightfully hers now. Grace told me that the necklace belongs to our family and Zoe wasn't biologically related to us, so the necklace shouldn't go to her. She continued by saying that I should get it back and wait until Nina comes of age to give it to my real child. I would have been so mad. I snapped and said that Zoe was my real child, and if she couldn't see or respect that, then she can leave. Grace threw a fit, telling me that I was wrong for kicking her out over a child who isn't even mine. I'll admit that I hit a low blow and said, at least my kids still talk to me. It was wrong and I regretted it immediately, but she was being extremely disrespectful by telling me that Zoe wasn't my daughter. After that, she packed up her things and left. It's been a week and I have been getting calls from both my mother and aunt telling me that I was wrong for what I said. My dad and husband are on my side, but I'm still feeling guilty. So, was I wrong for what I said to my sister? I don't think so. And it says, ETA, I have been seeing a few people ask, and I'm going to answer her. I have been in Zoe's life since she was 4 years old, and I officially adopted her when she was 6 years old. I should have said that when I was making the post, but I wanted to focus on the question at hand and didn't want to add too much or make it too long. As for why my sister's kids don't talk to her, it's because she was a pretty bad mom to them and was often very neglectful of them. Her now ex-husband has full custody over the kids and they really don't want anything to do with her because of how she treated them when they were young. To add also, her oldest is only 13 and the youngest is 6. Wow. So, honestly, NTA. I don't care if it's your stepdaughter, or was your stepdaughter, you legally adopted her. She's yours. Even if you didn't legally adopt her, she was just your stepchild, that's still your child. You married someone, you blended a family, and that's your child. That's what it is. If she cannot accept it, that's her problem, not yours. You do not need this toxic person in your life. I don't care if they're your sister. There's nothing wrong with what you said, in my opinion. If you were a good person, you wouldn't be saying these things and your kids would still be in your life. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Personally, I don't think the sister was very harsh. Right? She could have done worse. Some people would have put hands on this woman. Yeah, you don't talk about somebody's kid like that. Just because a kid is not biologically yours, it doesn't mean you cannot love them as your own. That's just what it is. So, I don't know. What do you think? I'll let you guys think about it and leave your comments before we get into that story. Because I read this one, not all of it. I read the first, sentence, and I was wondering, what the context is, and, Like, what exactly happened? So, yeah. Right? Like, coming after somebody's kid like that's not okay. That was completely uncalled for. If you don't agree with somebody's choices, okay, but don't be like, oh, well, she ain't family. Like, that's not your call. So, yeah, uh, like there was this show that I watched, and um, I can't remember if the ring was like a family heirloom or if it was just a ring that her husband had bought her, but it was her late husband, like he had passed on. And I don't know if it was a year, 2 years, but it wasn't that long after he passed. I want to say less than 5 years after he passed. And the family wanted his engagement ring back, like the ring that he gave his wife. Um, to me, that's just so rude and disrespectful. Like, don't be asking somebody that ever. Like, that was her husband, regardless if they're having a rough patch towards the end. That was still her husband. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like people get that way. Yeah, it was on Virgin River, and I can't remember how long it was, but I'm pretty sure it was like the engagement ring. I don't think it was the wedding band. Maybe one of them. They wanted it back, and I just couldn't remember if it was a family heirloom or he had bought it himself because I thought he had bought it himself. And to me, I get the family heirloom. You want to stay in family, I get that, but when it's like it's bought for a specific person, like his wife, like don't do that. That's so rude. So, like passing on heirlooms when people like make jabs and stuff, like I don't like that. Okay, let's get into the next story. So this one is, am I the a-hole for kicking my fiance out after finding out he's been secretly feeding my son meat? I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I know some people are allergic to meat. So I'm like, is it an allergy thing? Is it just like your religion? Your just your personal like preference health wise? Like, I'm kind of curious. Like, I feel like your partner should respect your wishes. So I do feel like that. This is before reading the story, but I think there was a story where I think the child was like a teenager, like almost an adult, like maybe like 15 or 16. The husband and the child were sneaking out and getting like meat because the mom was on this health kick and wanted to like get meat out of their house and like become vegetarian and wanted all of them to become vegetarian with her on her new health journey, and they didn't like the food. And I'm like, I get that, like she was not letting up, so it's just like, well, if it's that type of situation, but it's like he's 10, it's a little younger, so it's just like I need to hear the rest of the story. All right, so I 34F, that's my age, so that's funny, have been vegetarian my whole life. Oh, okay. And my son 10M has been raised the same. He knows why we don't eat meat and has always been on board. Never had issues, even when kids at school tease him for it a few years ago. My fiance, 36M, and I have been together for 4 years, living together for two. He eats meat, which is fine. I've never tried to change that. We've had a rule though, no meat cooked or eaten